Bandhana Hare Bandhana Bandhana Hare Bandhana Gun Gao Gopal Rai Gun Gao Gopal Rai Bandhana Hare Bandhana Bandhana Hare Bandhana Gun Gao Gopal Rai Gun Gao Gopal Rai Gun Gao Gun Gao Gun Gao Gun Gao Gun Gao Gun Gao Bandhana Hare Bandhana Bandhana Hare Bandhana Gun Gao Gopal Rai Gun Gao Gopal Rai
तेरी मेर दा भुलना तुझे आगे अरदास गुरु गुरु वाहे गुरु गुरु रामदास आद गुरे नमे जुगाद गुरे नमे सतगुरे नमे श्री गुरुदेव वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. There is a one word in Sikh religion which is understood and misunderstood most of the time, but in case of need it is very well understood. In case of difficulty, when we are in the climax of eventual difficulty, it is very well understood, and sometimes it works. But in normal life, we have no relationship with it, and we do it as a formality. It's called ardas. It's a Persian word. It came to us as a substitute of prarthana. Prarthana, Paranath. Paranath means the master. Nath means who has total absolute control. Nath means who has absolute control. Paranath means that Parapar Brahm, which is the part of the Pavan, of the Prana, that who has perfect control on life. Paramatma means that Parapar Brahm who has control of the Atma, the soul. These are few words you should understand just for reference, not that. I'll bring home to you the Sikh way of life, where it started. Why we are Sikhs? That's one simple thing, which I'll like to conclude today. And what is to be a Sikh? 2. Number 3, what are the pros and cons? And I'll conclude. In a very short time, because I feel that I should leave behind you certain my 60 years experience, so that you can refer to it when you will be 60 or beyond that. You will understand what actually God means to a person. So, if you read Jap Sahib, it is Namo Namo Namasting Namasting, and this is also a part of prayer. It's not something you bow. You bow in a baby pose. If you know a little bit of yoga, you would come and touch your forehead. That is actually baby posture. And baby posture means you come to your neutral innocence. And the body postures are predisposed to proceed to your mental activity. That's the reality of life, which people don't understand. They say, what is in a body? All right, agreed, there is nothing in the body. Then when you have a heavy fever, then you come and read Sri Guru Granth. You can't even get out of the bed. Body is a vehicle. Body is a temple in which Hari lives, God lives, and the way we want to pray. And so the word comes ardas. Ardas means folded hand application, sublimation to a higher authority. It is a arz. Ar means hands, das means servants' hands folded. It means we subject ourselves to that namaskar, to that namastang, to that namo, to that namaste, whatever you want to call it. Rest is a philosopher's fight, which I will not like to touch ever. Because anek mati ke, as many saints are, they have same interpretation is their problem. So everybody has to speak from their experience. Nobody can speak from somebody's experience. But to interpret ardas, it is when a person comes to a very neutral self. When you two fold your hand like this and you concentrate, it's a very neutral concentration. It is beyond you. It should calm down to you in a while and for a while. Now, if you look at the religious aspect, where was the necessity of a religion? Religion was not needed to progressively ask man what he wants. Actually, religion was needed to make man happy. Man's happiness is based on his religious strength, his reality. His strength is not what his strength is. Sometimes you do feel that monetary arrangements and political arrangement and social arrangement and physical arrangements are source of happiness. No, that's not true. Real happiness only is based when you are you and you are powerful within you. It is your power in you which is useful, powerful, and it is understood by others. You have to not understand. All rich people have one projection powerful to which other people trust them. But what is in a man which is strong? It is one's own mind. And Guru Nanak, in his very pure aspect, flawless aspect, said, Amrit vela sach nau vadiyai vichar, karmi ave kapada nadri mukh dwar, Nanak evein janiye. I know, I am warning you as Sikhs of the Nanak, that Nanak's words are going to be misinterpreted. Because the interpretation of certain words are not thoroughly understood. Nanak evein janiye. Nanak, that is the way I know. Evein janiye means it is my total experience. This is what Nanak says. How come this is Nanak experience and we don't understand, and what is the necessity of it? I'm just explaining that. In the beginning, in the primal beginning, man used to collect once a year at the moment of Basak, when spring comes. That was the man's biggest gathering time. And they used to come and they used to fill up a mountain base, and 100,000 tribes will come, people will come, and they will worship the infinity, that a woman will in white robes will go up, and it used to be a virgin and whatever you want to call it, and she will stand there and pray to God, and they will pray to God, and they will look to heavens, and there was a relationship created between earth and heaven, and it used to be for 2 weeks. From the beginning of the moon to the full of the moon. And that was man's way of prayer. And then men will go and they will, on every full moon and every dark moon, they will do the same prayer individually or tribally. But every morning, they will do certain prayer towards the sun. So you will see Surya Namaskar, Surya Pranam in yoga is a set of exercises. Most of those exercises are in the prayer of the Islam. Islam does 5-time prayers. If you see those prayers, those postures, they are from Surya Namaskar. They took it from there. There's no big deal. However, what I'm trying to make you understand the comparative study how religion progressed. There was Judaism, which was a small tribal religion. It developed into Christianity, and Christianity developed into Islam, and Islam developed into Sufism. When it comes to Sufism, they say nothing. God is just bhakti, forget everything else. And ultimately you will find, when you do everything, in the end when you will reach, you say God is God. Not only you will say God is devotion. Because ultimately when love is established, I am quoting it, when love is established, question does not arise. So long there is a question, there is a duality. So long there is a question, there is a search. So long there is a question, there is a desire. And when love is established, then one becomes one with the one. Then there's no question, no answer. Nobody questions anybody. Agyanta means when you don't have light. When you don't have light, you can't see. So you search. Search is when you don't have light and you search. When there is a light, it is lit, you see everything, you stop searching. There is no search. Guru Nanak words are very simple. Karmi ava kappada. On your actions, there shall be a cover. Now, right here we are sitting in the Gurdwara and Kada Prasad has come. Deg has come. It is covered. It's covered with a cloth. That means to keep its sacredness. Symbolically, what Guru Nanak said, your action will be covered by sacredness. Your secret love of God, which you will practice at the ambrosial hours, through your sadhana, through your discipline, through your strength, will give you sacredness. And it is the sacredness which brings worship. It is the sacredness which is very powerful. Sacredness is what is totality. Sacredness is what truth is. Sacredness is what love is. It is the purity. It is the piety. That is why Nanak turned himself from Gobind Rai to Guru Gobind Singh. Guru Gobind Rai was a full-fledged guru. 9-year-old Gobind Rai was installed the guru of the Sikhs. Guru Gobind Rai has to transform himself for the likes of us, to pave the way for us to Guru Gobind Singh and establish the order of the Khalsa, means the pure. It comes to the same thing. Sacred, whatever is sacred is pure. Piety, purity comes with sacredness. Without sacredness, there is a duality. I have seen one movie, how these people with a hard labor go to Kailash, Mount Everest you call it, and how they worship the Mansarovar lake, which is a very beautiful lake. Very pure water is there. Ganges starts from there. And if you look at Mount Everest, when it is totally in snow covered, and you look on one aspect, they call it face, you will see Lord Shiva's face, totally in it, natural. Rest is all snow, and there are big eyes, and there's a big mouth and a big nose, and if you see it, it's a amazingly astonishing idea. So man thought, Kailash, the Lord Shiva lives in this mountain, and that's the image. Why we worship image? Imagery is very powerful. Imagery is a base to establish, to fight your mind. Imagery fights the mind and brings the reality. That's why romance precedes love. What is a romance? Imagery. Imagery of happiness is romance. Reality of love is trouble. imagery is very beautiful because it doesn't cost anything. It's all mental. So romance is mental. Romance is not love. Love is very powerful. Love means total sacrifice. Love means total merger. Love means no question. Love is infinite. Love is ultimate. Love is the highest. There's no duality in love. When there's a duality in love, there's no reality in love. Then is exploitation, then it is a sin, then is a trouble. So basically, love is forever, and so God is forever, and infinity is forever. But when you see that going to Kailash, seeing that most beautiful image in the Mount Everest, and seeing that beautiful lake, that most marvelous lake, but that's not true. There's one thing on the way. There's a big stone. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows why it is. Nobody knows what it means to anybody. But everybody who goes worship that stone. Now, this is something to be investigated. Why? I think they get tired up to that point, they need rest. And that's why that stone is. It's actually a mark of respect that man must rest there. But in old days, everything was made religion. Only in the time of Nanak, man was made independent. Man was not supposed to worship a man. Man was supposed to worship the Shabad. Pavan Guru, these are the words of Nanak, which were completed by Guru Gobind Singh by giving the Guru Gaddi to Sri Guru Granth. Sri Guru Granth represent Pavan Guru. And so long you have prana, so long the circulation of prana in you is, Sri Guru Granth is your recognized Guru. Moment you don't have prana, you are gone. From your consciousness, that reality, that romance of Sri Guru Granth is gone. So within lifetime, the Guru says, read 5 banis. Those 5 banis are the most divine combination or permutation and combination to stimulate your higher consciousness. Those 5 banis corrects a sadhana in you. Those 5 banis clean your mind and reset it for every moment of the day. It's very fantastic to understand. You read 3 banis in the morning, and you read 1 in the evening, and you read 1 before bedtime. The bedtime Kirtan Sola, if you very calmly read, I tell you my own experience. There was a girl, she said, it is 9 months ago she has slept. 9 months. And I asked her, did you go to a doctor? She said, yeah, but he prescribed. She told all the sleeping things and Tylenol and whatnot. It started with the Tylenol, it started with everything. And finally it has become now so painful that whole night she was exercising, jumping, doing any kind of thing. Perhaps out of tiredness she can get sleep. And after working out 5-6 hours, her body is very healthy, she sleeps about an hour or so and then gets up again. I told her, I said, why not you read Kirtan? It just came through me. I said, why don't you read Kirtan Sola? She said, I don't know. Which is that? Is that the name of medicine? Can I write it down? I said, no, it is not a medicine. You go to somebody and ask them to let you know what a Kirtan Sola is. And then just read it. Now, she went to take that Nitnem, which those Sindhis have given us, and in that Kirtan Sola is also in the Roman. Luckily she got it, and she could pronounce it. And she started reading it. Day after day, day after day, day after day, she was more sleepy, she was more calm, she was more quiet. And now she enjoys it. Now we can call it a matter of faith. We can call it a miracle. We can call it anything, but I don't call it a miracle. I don't call it a matter of faith. I am calling a desperate effort to reach reality. Chhe, Kar, Chhe, Gur, Chhe, Up, Deis. Read that way. I bet who cannot sleep on that. Pronounce those sounds. It is such a marvelous combination that it will give you the inside strength to go inside and give you solid, infinite feeling. Next morning, you get up early in the morning, you will be fresh, young and powerful. That's what Gurbani is. Gurbani is a spirit, undying spirit, which brings you the strength, reaches you to the light, takes you to the love, asks you to come to me in the strength and love to merge. That's why Gurbani says, come to me, come in me, and take me in you, and recite me, respond to me. Recite me in that response, and I'll give you what I gave to Nanak. Come to me, be within me, I'll be within you, and when you recite it from you, it will be as Nanak recited it. As I came through Nanak, I'll come through you. I don't differentiate. I don't make any condition. I'm not asking you, if you do this, I'll do that. What an infinite pure love is. Come and say, Ik Onkar Satgur Prasad. Come, show me your love. Walk out, break the barrier, break the scaredness, break your infinity, sacred infinity which you are totally holding out for fear, for the earth love. You want to be here successful. I am making you here successful and hereafter successful. I am asking you to grow with me as Guru Nanak became the Guru. From Nanak, he became Guru Nanak. As Angad became Guru Angad. From that very Gurbani, it's telling you, the same Gurbani is telling you, as Jetha became Guru Ramdas, the same Gurbani told you for every aspect. But Gurbani, as it came, it can come in you too. It doesn't need a barrier. It doesn't have any aspect in which there's a condition. Because you have an infinite infinity which you have hoarded away because of your insecurity, because of your non-reality, because of your duality. Your love is here. Come, heart to heart. That's what Gurbani says. And come and recite me as Guru Nanak recited. By reciting it, Guru Nanak became Guru Nanak. Otherwise there was nothing. Nanak would have remained just Nanak. He became Guru Nanak by reciting Gurbani. And that is why Gurbani says, Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, which Bani Amrit Sare. All the nectars are in it. Why not to recite something which gives you the totality and the infinity? And when you say, Ik Onkar Satgur Prasad, Ik Onkar Satnam, Karta Purkh, Nirbhav, Nirvair, Akal Murat, Ajoni, Saibhang, Gur Prasad, Jap, Ad Sach, Jugad Sach, Hai Bhi Sach, Nanak Hosi Bhi Sach. Is a typewriter. Is a permutation combination between the upper palate and the tongue. And as you start reciting Gurbani, with that aspect, watching your conscious movements of your tongue, langua they call it, and the upper palate, the akasha. Once that meets and permutation combination start happening, there's nothing. Some people say they want instant effect. The very instant effect is you sit down calmly for a few minutes. That's instant. Is right away. And then some people say, it is in Gurumukhi. We do not know. Well, it is a challenge. It is a challenge which you must meet. Somebody asked me, why I have to read in Gurumukhi? I said, why you have to learn typewriter? Don't. Write with your hand. You have to learn piano, you have to press the keys. You have to play harmonium, you have to press the keys. You have to bring harmony. And that eternal spiritual harmony is secreted, sacredly secreted in Gurbani. It's very unfortunate, extremely unfortunate. One is a Sikh and one doesn't know. I have seen Sikhs asking for help. They need help. I laugh. Those who are supposed to give help, those who are kings, those who are supposed to give, they become beggars. Once a Sikh wanted psychoanalysis. God, it freaked me out. Now professionally I can say it. I had to do the psychoanalysis. The person wanted it. I sat down. Yes, this question A, question B. My mother is wrong, my father is wrong, my this is wrong, this happened, life is this, that whole thing. After hearing all that, I said, what is your name? His name was so spiritual. I got out of my chair, I bowed. Shocked him. I knew the shock treatment will work, nothing else. And he said, what is this? I say, I bow to your identity name which you have never recognized. Your name is very great. Your identity is very great. If this identity is given to you by Sri Guru Granth, it was not given to me, by me. I just computed it for you. But this is your destiny and this is your identity. And you have not recognized your identity. But as you have spoken identity, I bow to the identity. And that is my reality. Now you want me to advise you? He said, no. Now I don't need your advice. Now I know who am I. And now I'll work it out. And he said, Sri Singh Sahib, believe me or not, from today onward, never ever again, this person who is alive before you will ever need help. I said, what are you going to do? He said, I'm going to help others. I'm going to create a fountain by this. This is me. This is myself. In spite of the fact, we have been given identity. We are called by that identity. We are known by that identity. We do not become that identity. We do not value that identity. In my own personal life, a question came in my life. There was a situation in my service in which it was difficult to do in the morning my prayers. I was accommodated and I didn't want myself to be accommodated. I realized that time has come, then I should not be accommodated. But that's all I should do. But I remember from the Sri Guru Granth when I was young, my name was Har Bhajan Singh. It's a very simple 3 words. Har means the infinite God. Hari means the creative God. Hare means the prevailing God. Har is a sound 8,444 times in Sri Guru Granth. It is a dictate to meditate, chant on Har. A calculated. Those who bow to Sri Guru Granth should know this. 8,444 times. Sri Guru Granth asks you, speaks to you, suggests you, persuades you, communicates with you to meditate on her, chant her, do that. Our mantra is Vaheguru. Vaheguru is 3 words, is a Turkuti mantra, is Shivasthan mantra, is a Agya Chakra mantra. And once you say Va, Hey Guru, it creates the symbol sound of 1100 time chanting her. It's a simple combination. It has nothing to do with me, you and us. So our mantra is Vaheguru. But what I was explaining to you, my name was Har Bhajan. Bhajan is a very typical word. Bhajan means spiritual song. It cannot be sung. Bhajan means spiritual song. Sing means a lion. A lions who recite a spiritual song of her. That's what the literary meaning. And people say at 40 life changes. I was 39. I said, forget it, let's change it. Let's get going. A year earlier doesn't make any difference. A opportunity came, a challenge came. I walked in the Guru's grace. And the challenge was not small. I am very grateful that challenge was. You had minus 45-degree temperature outside and you have no clothes. You live in a country and you have no friend. You have to move and seek your livelihood and you have no money. And you have to look for your own existence and you have no opportunity. Finally, the Canada government asked me to come and discuss with them. All right, they said, everything is gone, agreed. We'll give you $150 a week as subsidy. I said, no, I don't need subsidy. They said, you have to have it. The guy said, my job will be gone. I said, stamp my passport, give me the check. He gave me the check, I tore it too, put in the envelope, gave him back. He said, I don't understand you, man. I said, now you speak my language. I don't understand you, man. And I said, man, I have come here for a purpose. I'll deny myself everything. Let purpose solve my proposal and my projection. He said, you speak different language. I said, that's the way I speak. I said, have you seen my passport? Do you see the name on it? This name brought me here, not Canada. Not your parapsychology and hydrotherapy and supreme health investigation program. That was a tool. That was a tool. Now, all that is gone, but one thing remains. Har Bhajan remains to do Har Bhajan. That's my identity. There's no other reality. And Guru came through. And there was another miracle in my life, when your prayer could extend my pranic life. It's not mine, I knew it. There's no denial of it. And today, as Sikhs we are, as auspicious Sikhs of the Guru we are, we do not understand our reality. Our reality has to be established. West has to acknowledge Guru Nanak as its Guru. And West has to bring the East sun to its own circle of completion. This law nobody can change. Nobody will understand, but nobody can change. That is what the strength of Nanak word is. Nanak gave you the most positive computerized combination. Through that recitation, you can always clean your spirit and be the pure and piety so that your love can be real. Your romance can reach to the practical strength of it, not that it's imagination. And you are left only in the drench, in a wet, cold weather of pain in life. And when you leave this earth, you do not know where you're going, you do not know why you are going, you do not know who's taking you, you do not know who's your companion. Somebody said to me that day, I need a companion in my life. I say, I found it, you can find it too. And the person said, what is your companion? Your life is full of misery. Your file is full of questioning. Your life is full of this. I say, all right, have you finished that long list? But still I'm smiling, I'm talking to you. Don't you feel there's a calmness in my sound? Oh yes. How you do that? I said, I do it because I have a companion. And my companion is a companion with miracles. I have no explanation with my companion. And I said, just remember, there's a one line, Tan Tan Ramdas Guru, Jin Sirya Tine Swarya, Puri Hoi Karamat, Aap Sirjan Hare Tarya. And she said, read further. I said, that's enough. Miracle is a miracle. Life is a miracle. Life is a gift. Those who cannot value the gift of life have already created rift with God. And that's the most foolish thing an egocentric man can do. Life is a gift. There's no something God or no God. There's no problem with this. You're not going to find God. God is in you, around you, in everything of you. You have 30 trillion gods in you. If you want to understand every cell of the body, and 3 parts of it is a God. There's nothing without God. But those who have not understood the gift of God, the prana, the pavan, guru, pani, pita, mata, dhart, mahat, divs, raat, doi, dikhai, daya, kele, sagal, jagat, changiyaiyaan, buryaiyaan, vache, dharma, hadur, karmi, आपो आपने कह नेड़े क्या दूर जिन्नी नहा ते आया गए मुसक्कत काल नानक तय मुक उजले केती छुट्टी नाल. You read this 20 times, you will sweat. You talk Gurbani. You don't recite Gurbani. That's the difference. That's why we sing Gurbani, that's why Gani is in music, that's why Bani cleanses us. Through that cleansiness, through that cleanliness, God is cleanliness, we find our own reality. In this life, not to find one's own reality is a very harsh experience, is a self-denial. That's why Guru said, Home vagra rog hai, daru bhi smaye. Ego is the biggest problem, biggest disease. Ego has solution in it. Because if you apply your ego to find your reality, you will find it. It is my prayer that you will understand what Guru Nanak has said, Amrit Vela Sachnao Vadai Vichar, Karmi Ave Kapada, Nadri Mokh Dwar, Nanak Eme Janiye Sava Paise Char. The God, the knower of all truth, knower of our knowledge, knows it. And Nanak knows if he rise in the ambrosial hour, recite the Gurbani, the sacredness will cover secretly all the totality of the man and his affair. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
जय बजताय कागज कलम न लेखन हारे नन्हे खा बेकर Satan jaye sa nam naranjan hoy je ko man janne man koy sa nam naranjan hoy je ko man janne man koy Pargat jai manne magna chale pan manne dharam seti sanband sa nam naranjan hoy je ko man janne man koy sa nam naranjan hoy je ko janne man koy manne pale mok dwar manne parvare sadha manne tare tare gursi manne nanak bhavan bik